So how did I get into advertising? Oddly enough, I was raised in a zoo. We had an exotic animal theme park in Davis, Oklahoma that my family started when I was 10 years old. My dad would take me to the advertising meetings to set up all of the advertising for the whole season. And I just couldn't believe that this is what people did for a living. I was able to participate in all of those brainstorming meetings, and I really felt called at that point that this was what I wanted to do. I worked for a small newspaper in Oklahoma City. I did a tabloid section for them, and every ad that I would sell, I would have to design and lay out. Now, this was way before computers. Then went to work for an advertising agency as a receptionist. After becoming an assistant AE, I became broadcast production manager, and I thought, hey, I can do this. I was 24 years old and decided that, hey, I can start my own agency. And I quit my job. I lined up a couple of broadcasting clients, thinking I was going to do broadcast production. And as I got out into the real world, I would go into a mom and pop shop. They would say, hey, we don't need a radio and TV commercial, but we need a brochure. And I'd be like, sure, I can do that. And then had no clue what I was doing, but I learned on the spot over the last 32 years, and here we are 32 years later. The interesting thing about our ad agency is we are 90% women. This has just kind of happened over the last few years. It's not anything that I set out and said, oh, I'm only hiring women, but we're predominantly a very strong women presence in our agency.